What's up, guys? Uh, Welcome to first ever Friday night stream night. Um, this is gonna be more of a thing now because I just feel like because even though it gives you enough space to upload every Wednesday, and then I like I don't know, I can't bring myself to freaking wait that long for some reason, and I just really like just hanging out with you guys a lot. And I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes on Wednesday. And speaking of the birthday stream, I have some tea to spill on YouTube for the birthday streams. Um, right now I'm just setting up my stream deck real quick on my phone. I've never used the Streamlabs one. Yeah, I have some tea to spill about YouTube. If you guys noticed, only my second birthday stream went up on air, and there is a reason why that's the case. And it's not like, I mean, in a way it was my fault that it happened, but at the same time, damn, like, I'm not the first person who did what I did. And yeah, these companies get butthurt. I'll explain a little bit. Yeah, but I'm just chilling with you guys. After the birthday streams, I had a ton of fun, and I still want a stable schedule for this. So I am only gonna be streaming on YouTube on Fridays. But I will be uploading regular videos on Wednesdays. You guys can still look forward to all that. I'm not gonna be uploading or like streaming randomly. I'm always gonna try to have a consistent schedule. Even though this week has kind of been all over the place because it was my birthday, but you guys could take my word for it that I will do my best to keep a stable schedule. There's a QR code to this shit. Hmm. What's a QR code for this shit? Hold on, sorry guys. Alright. Alright. Okay, I have my phone ready. All right. What's up, guys? How you doing? Oh God, my computer's going whack now. Calm down. Calm down. Freshly shaven boy. Um, just chilling with you guys. Let's see. I'm putting on a sweater. Hold on. It's getting cold in here all of a sudden. Let me just All right. There we go. I feel much cleaner than a saggy shirt. Let's see. So we are gonna be playing Minecraft still today. But I don't know. I might switch up some stuff in the middle of the stream, but we'll see as we go along. How you guys like the music? There we go. I just realized it was turned off. I just screwed myself over. Oh, let me move my camera. Oh yeah, what's up, camera? I have a spare iPhone, and I'm using a webcam app that allows me to connect to the computer. So I'm using an iPhone as my new camera. So this is where it's always intended to be, but I could never get my handy cam to work, because it was a different model than the normal one that people have. So and I'm not gonna spend money on the freaking Elgato cam thing. I'm sure it works like fine, but I don't have that kind of money. So just this. There we go. Let me raise this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna share this to people. But this is also technically my road to 100 subscribers stream, because yeah, I set myself a goal to get to 100 subscribers by the end of June, and we're more than halfway there already, which is freaking amazing. I still can't believe it to this day. Like, it actually, it's unbelievable to me. Because for a long time, I think I've talked about this in my last stream, but, well, I forgot which stream I said it in. The one that got blocked, or the one that I did with my friends. Let's see. just going through all my stuff. There we go. My chat doesn't work for some reason. You know, my chat's not gonna work, so I'm still gonna have to go back and forth to that, but that's okay. Alright, screw it, let's just get into it. I changed the name of the world too. Oh yeah, I forgot I made it my house. Trying to remember what I was trying to do beforehand. No, yeah, I was gonna start getting more fish. It's the only water we have. Damn it. Which is water. Damn it. No, I do not want sticky keys. What? Damn it, did I do it too early? Damn it, I forgot how freaking long this is gonna take. I'm used to my enchanted fishing rods in my other worlds. So to me, this is like a fucking eternity. Dang. Oh, as I thought, this is an eternity. That thing's going wild. See, this is why you never put me out in survival, because I'm want to eat as soon as possible. Look how. Oh god, we'll run out of food soon. I have any other sources of food? No, I do not. Well, you know what that means. Fishing. Get back to fishing. Yeah. Oh, that's why that was weird. I'm finding freaking trying to fix problems left and right. Oh god, is it already turning nighttime? I can barely tell. Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is the perfect time to start talking about why I'm kind of having a problem with YouTube right now. Let's just say that if if you guys were watching the stream, you knew that I had the Spotify bot on. That I would use my Spotify and I used it to play music on stream, and it showed like the artists and stuff like that. Well, what my plan to do was to deadlock my my stream, especially when it was uploaded to YouTube, because I don't get paid for any of this. Of course, I just don't, and I don't care, because I just like doing what I do. They're gonna have to get if they copyrighted my stuff, they're gonna have to get the money through ad revenue, which is not much to begin with. So I put as many songs as I could, so multiple like distribution companies could copyright the video, and they could make no money because they have to basically split ad revenue, which is not much at all. So they basically make no profits off my videos. And that's a tactic that other YouTubers have used before too. And I knew I was gonna get copyright striked anyway because I was just playing music. But I started playing more copyrighted stuff. And of course, the next day, as the video was trying to get uploaded, and like 30 different copyright strikes. UMG, of course, and then some other distributing companies. But then UMG, they took down my entire video. They blocked it from everywhere. And a bunch of my friends texted me about this too, asking me what happened, like what's going on, like the birthday stream's not coming up. And I told them YouTube blocked it, Universal Music Group. They blocked my just the entire stream in general, and they were gonna force me to cut out that part of the video. But when I tried to remove the music, and it didn't let me, so I tried to trim it out. But even when trimmed out, they're still trying to block my video, and it was just them being butthurt at that point, because it was unnecessary to block my video. They could have copyright checked. I wouldn't have cared any less if they copyright checked my video, but blocking it so no one could see it, it made no sense to me. I was so confused. Why would they block the video? They might as well have blocked my video for all the other songs too at that point. But no, they just copyrighted it, and I'm guessing they got so butthurt that they just got so mad they just blocked my video. which I understand, but from like especially since this has happened before, I'm guaranteed that they basically made it so. Oh god, creeper. They prevent like like content creators from streaming any like multiple music. I'm pretty sure I I can guarantee you that if it was just UMG copyrighted, they won't have blocked the video. They would just copyright strike it. No matter how many UMG licensed songs were in that stream or video. But since I had multiple distribute distribution companies that are trying to take revenue from the video, um, I'm not surprised that UMG would have just stepped in and been like, "Hey, like, fuck this guy. He's making sure we don't get money. Let's just take down his entire video." Which I'm not surprised, but it just sucks. So, and it sucked more because I did that on my birthday, and conveniently it was a Wednesday. So my plan was to not upload that day and just let those streams upload then. And that first stream was supposed to be the upload for that Wednesday. It was supposed to come out later that night, but since it was blocked, I had to wait for pending, and then they just never approved it. Still, it freaking sucks, man. So my birthday speech at the beginning of the stream will never get seen. Like just a bunch of like, especially like, well, I mean, people did come and see it. The people that did come and see it were lucky enough to see it before it got deleted, and I had a feeling I should have recorded the whole stream, but I didn't have enough space at the time. It was just like recently for my birthday that I got extensions and I managed to get my computer cleaned out. But man, it just sucks because I just feel kind of screwed over. But I wasn't expecting any less, so I'm not gonna let that demote me or demotivate me, I should say. Let's see. Ooh. So yeah, for those that wonder, yeah, that is the reason why nothing came out. Luckily, me and my buddies, of course, helped made the second birthday stream, which of course just it was supposed to be Jackbox, but let's just say our thirst for offensive content couldn't be subdued. But I'm happy with them. I'm grateful for my friends because even though we can make such like offensive jokes, when they know when to tone it down when they need to. Most of the time. Sometimes they kind of push my buttons just for the hell of it, but especially, you know who you are, Ginger Man. But yeah, I love those guys. My one issue is just that I wanna like, in terms of like recording sessions, I want to start playing with people I don't know personally, because my buddy Quaid the Ginger on YouTube, he pointed out to me one day that when we make like when we like do recording sessions, or like if like you guys watch the stream, there's many jokes in there that you wouldn't get, and that's because those are inside jokes, and that's because we know each other. That's what makes each other laugh, makes us like laugh, but other people don't get it. And that's the hard part, trying to find something that's entertaining for everyone. And to do that, I have to like end up playing with people that I don't know personally, so we end up like making jokes that most people can get. You guys get what I mean? It's a very what do you say, conflicting thing, because I want to play with my friends. I want to play with them and record with them. But knowing that like we know a lot about each other and we've known each other for a long time personally before I started trying to do this like full time, um, you know, there's a lot of barriers with that, like some things that people don't understand, like people like jokes that people don't get because they're only like funny to us because we know each other. So I'm gonna try to look for like more content creators who are just like starting off like me. Um, and I want to end up recording more with them. I have some people in mind, um, but I haven't really gotten to them yet. I haven't contacted them yet. Um, but I really want to play with those guys. Um, but I like my friends like Quaid and Fernando and stuff like that. I want to still like like stream with them, but in terms of like recording like funny moments videos, it'll be easier on me and the audience if like I record those kinds of things with like people I don't know personally. That's not even a bad thing against their part. That's just how it works because even they've recommended it to me. Like, oh, just you should probably do some recording sessions with people that like aren't so close because I could get more funny moments like that people could understand. So yeah, it's a whole process. I'm trying to ride with the wave instead of fight against it because I know that just like going against the standards of these platforms is not going to get me anywhere. So, and I know that's a thing that most people have problems with creators. Like sometimes they sell out, quote unquote, sell out. But they want to do this kind of stuff full time. In order to be able to like do that, you have to work with the algorithm and its rules. For the most part, as long as they're completely fine with working with those rules, those boundaries. I personally think that some of the boundaries are kind of BS, but I'd rather try to work my way around it and do my best to like entertain people and actually make a good community, but without causing so much of a ruckus works for me. I know about the whole stream thing I just talked about. That was expected, and I won't put that on. I won't put that against the algorithm, but it is still shit. Obviously, the algorithm is still shit, but it wasn't a consequence that I wasn't aware of, I should say. So, in my head it still sucks, but in the end I'm just like, yeah, that happened. I just realized this is mending. Ooh, this is nice. I'm sorry if I look like I suck and it looks clunky. For one, I do suck, but the main reason is I'm not used to the PC version. I used to play the PC version way more, but then I just like got too scared in playing my old laptop because it started breaking down more and more. But this is a newer laptop. I'm more comfortable playing it now. So I want to try to get back into playing more PC style games. I know I could probably try to connect a controller, like an Xbox controller, but oh well. Speaking of that, I have been trying to get my Elgato to work. For some reason, like my Xbox, even with extended storage, damn it, is still like trying to commit suicide. Um, I don't know what's going on with it. I keep trying to like play, like try to install a lot of the games I got from my buddy. Damn it! Every time the fish come, my hand is always away from my mouse. But yeah, it's just cow. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I've asked people who have Xboxes and they haven't experienced that issue, so I think it's just a weird bug that's going on. So I haven't turned on my Xbox in a while. I've just let it rest here in hopes that the outcome is different next time I do try it. But my hopes are, let's say they're medium right now. They're very medium. Yeah. As you guys can hear, obviously, like you guys can tell, I put music to background, but this is royalty free, lofi, guys, or lo-fi, whatever you call it. I don't really care. I just like listen to it. But obviously I had to make it royalty free because I actually want this to be uploaded to my channel. But if you guys do want to like go to this like small like playlist, the link to the video is in my description. It's like an hour and 30 minutes long. Yeah, I've listened to a lot of lofi things, and what the fuck, and I really like this one because it's just very chill, and it reminds me of like a tutorial. I've always been fond of lofi music. I don't know, without music, it's probably because I'm a musician, but you know, so like music intrigues me, um, and I just like, especially streaming, I feel more like it draws out just like the, the raw audio, you know. It kind of makes the experience better. Jesus, there's so many like mobs. I'd expect there like I expected there to be more mobs in like the trees and shit. Oh, look, a trader. But freaking sleep if I can. There we go. But yeah, I just like letting the music play out because it like it fills in the voids when I don't talk. If you guys want me to raise the volume or anything, let me know. Because I'd be down to raise the volume too. Man. I'm looking at the video right now. It's by GEMN, Chill Out and Lofi Music. And of course the link to the video is in the description. Man, he only has 77 subscribers. With get that video more likes, dude. That dude. This compilation is really good. I know it's probably like extremely basic to some people, but you know, I like basic. Basic is my form. Dun, 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 dun. For those watching, make sure to please share. Please share the stream. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of June, of course, This is the I have the little thing uh on top. I think it's this way. I don't know. I don't know where the camera's facing me. But you can see it's the road to 100 subscribers. Um, we're trying to get to 100 subs by the end of June. We're more than halfway there. So if you can, please subscribe and leave a like and press the notification bell. Of course, I upload every Wednesday, and I'm starting to stream every Friday. Um, Man, I never could imagine like getting 100 subs. I don't know why, but like it just felt impossible. Like getting 100 subs, like always felt impossible. Um, but thanks to some of my friends, um, they've been more encouraged, and they're starting to make me like allow me to believe that I am able to get to 100 subs. So it'd mean like so much to get to 100 because I've always been just stuck in this cycle of just making videos and probably the main reason is because I never had the balls to promote my own stuff. I never had the balls to just like go out there on social media, upload like links because I always felt embarrassed of myself. But a tip is, don't be afraid. I learned that over time, like people are actually down to support you if you actually show them like your stuff. People are down to support you, like my friends, and I can't thank my friends enough, my family, you know. And yeah, I can't thank people enough because it's like you know this year's been tough a lot. Like this year's been like extremely tough. Um, Especially since like I'm class of 2020, and but like all my friends are class of 2020. If we all been affected in our own ways with this pandemic, we're all trying to stay safe. Honestly, um, what's it called? Just with these protests that are going on. All this tension. It can be hard for people. Like for a while, it took us like it took long to accept that not only were we cut short from high school, but we're never going back. And that kind of struck me in a way that it's just like damn. I'm just like because when it's taken away from you, people realize, and this is something I've never taken credit for, and that I've always loved going to school personally, not for like the like learning, but high school is a way to meet people, like be around friends, people you care about, and and a lot of kids do take that for granted. um Current like upcoming freshmen, people who are watching the upcoming freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, people who are going to um like school for 2020 and 2021, never take that for granted because you realize how much of the experience you actually miss, and you like miss your friends, and you realize that wow, you really took it for granted. Personally, I think like I had a good enough experience that you know, I was able to hold myself together enough, but and I can't thank that that one special person in my life. For those who know who it is, congratulations. But she really, man, without her, I probably would have couldn't go through many of the stuff that I have gone through during school. Um, and of course my friends and stuff. I'm rambling too much. uh, for some reason I just like whenever I start talking, I just ramble so much. It because it could be an issue sometimes. Um, but yeah, in general, just like and so much has changed, and you know, in high school I've changed a lot. Especially from junior year to senior year, because junior year was the time I actually started opening up to people, and junior year was the time where I started to not be so afraid of who I was and not be afraid of the person I could be. And instead, I just started opening up. And like people, like alumni who knew me, like the years prior, they've they've told me I've changed. They told me like, wow, you're more outgoing, like you're you're more lively, and it's true. I've you know, being an introvert as I am, I with like allergies, I don't like going outside. Um, I've kind of like, I remember this one experience where I there was like this was in elementary school, and I knew how like I knew swear words in elementary school, but barely talked in elementary school, and only a few like of my close friends ever heard me swear. And then we were talking during I think there was like this recycling. Oh, that's the music. I heard my Xbox rumble, and then that ticking sound came up. Oh, Jesus, that ticking sound came up when my Xbox started rumbling, and I was like, "Is my freaking Xbox about to explode?" um, but Jesus, that's coming really loud. My headset, I'm gonna lower that. What's it called? I forgot what I was talking about. That really scared the shit out of me. Um, oh yeah. The experience. I was in like this recycling thing in elementary school where I went around, and it was like some like I forgot what it was. It wasn't really a club, but we would volunteer to do all this like stuff. And go around and collect the trash and throw it away. And there was there's one time I forgot like there's this girl that like I knew, and she was we're just on a regular schedule, like just going about grabbing the trash. And like I think I forgot what brought up the topic of like swearing, and then I brought up the fact that like I swear, like I've sworn before, and they just looked at me with this like very you know confused face, and was like, "You swear?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, I swear. Why?" And I was like, "You barely talk. We never heard you swear before." Fuck, there's monsters nearby. That dispatcher. Holy shit! I didn't realize they're right outside my house. I knew they were by my house, but I didn't know they were like right there. Um, but and I said bitch, and they're like, whoa. It was like they saw the second coming of Jesus or something. Like they were so like, oh my god, there's so many monsters outside. But they were like, it was like a moment that they never thought would come. that they would hear me swear. But yeah, it was funny. It happened again like a couple of years later. When I was in middle school, I think it was eighth grade. But there was a girl I knew. Forgot her name. I can't think of names right now. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Wait a minute. Could I sleep? Yeah. Yes. Um, but in eighth grade, we were at a lunch table, and like I've talked to her a lot because we had the same classes, and it was so funny. Um, I think she was talking to some of her friends next to her, and then I was talking to my buddy next to me, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And she just looked at me like, I was like, "Are you like a severe Christian or something? What? Can I not swear?" And then she's like, "I never heard you swear before." And I was just like, "Huh." Uh, but yeah, it was these moments where I realized how like secluded I was compared to other people. And I mean there were reasons why I was secluded, like but um we could, I mean if I got to know you better, of course, like I would be out there. Like I remember I was like one time we were out and we saw police cones, and then I freaking tried to hop over them. Me and my buddy, like we were trying to like, I don't know. There's this weird distinction with me. I could be like really quiet, but then get fucking like wild and try to be, as crazy as I could be. Well, crazy in a sense of me messing with my friends, or it was like that meme, being gay around your friends, but being completely straight. There's that perfect balance. Let's see. What the hell? Hey Silas, hey Mason, what's up? Damn, when did you guys type that? Damn, I feel so bad. I was so focused on my conversation with myself. No, I'm sure a lot of you guys were listening. Yeah. I'm so glad the mark I left on Drumline too. Um, for those that don't know me, I was part of Drumline in my high school. I was the tenor quad. I um originally I wanted to be a snare, even though I never did percussion in my life at that point. Like times, I mean, I was musically like involved beforehand. I was in orchestra, and I still continued orchestra, and that's what allowed me to get my scholarship too. But I never did band, and I I never did percussion, and I do jack shit about drums in general. Um, but like my learning of the bass in orchestra kind of allowed like what I knew already led into me being a quick learner because I knew how to read music already. It was just a different form. Uh, so I quickly I was a quick learner thanks to um a lot of the friends I managed to grow in drumline, and it was I had like drumline is for sure one of the like my favorite times being in band, from the father Brandon, um, like being the drum captain and yelling at me for insubordination. um to me being the leader, and it was fun because that kind of experience made me love music even more than I did. And there's like some points where like, oh, music is like I'm kind of sick of it, but that kind of feeling fades away when I think about my friends and I think about like all the fun experiences we've been having. Holy shit, he jumped. Oh, why am I attacking you with iron? Um, I taught many people how to play. I taught, of course, one of my friends' younger brothers. Oh god, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. And I introduced them to Jig 2. If you guys know what that is, it's considered the most popular drum drumline cadence on YouTube. Um, I introduced them to it. I was the only one that knew how to play it, and and well, the solo, I was the only one that knew how to play. And whenever every time I played the solo, people would go nuts. I think I've only played the solo in front of people 3 times, because the first time, wait, no, 4 times. The first time was at, what the hell am I doing? The first time was at a football game. It was the last one of the season, and our main instructor wasn't there. Our main band instructor, and it was just the drumline instructor. His name is Mr. Roush. Mr. Roush, man, it was funny. It's funny because he was my orchestra teacher in middle school, and he was my older brother's band teacher in middle school, and he continues to freaking teach in my middle school, my old middle school. But yeah, when he got on board with it, I was freaking like excited. I was beyond excited. Um, but yeah, going away from that, I more or less what do you call it? We just had fun basically. It was the assistant director and my of course our drumline instructor. We were just having fun. Um, and especially since it was the last game, the seniors like the seniors had a blast, and we took senior photos, and it was the last bit where drumline had to play cadence to walk the marching band out of the stadium so we can get ready to leave. Um, my buddy Ian, who was the drumline captain, he was a snare player. He was like Jig 2. He just looks at me, Jig 2, and then the two people I taught, they're younger than me. One kid was named Martin. He's a year younger than me. He's cool. And then there was Silas, my buddy's little brother, who was also in drumline. Um, they all just looked at me, Jig 2, Jig 2, and freaking. I just looked at like my quads, and I just looked up at the stadium and just said, "Fuck it." I literally just like in my head, I was just like, "Fuck it." So I just went dun 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 dun, and I started off the cadence, and you know, I freaking went off on that solo, and at the corner of my eye while I'm doing the solo, I just see like a bunch of people just like, because a lot of people didn't really pay attention to the marching band, but as soon as I started doing that solo, like people were just like Like people just like looked up and was like, and it was so like I remember Martin telling me afterwards, like, bro, so many people just like looked up at you. And I was like, I saw. I could see it the corner of my eye. And the amount of compliments I got from people were so nice. And I it was the joy of playing. And then that drove me to make my own cadences, which I don't know if like I'm still gonna be able to teach them anymore, but if I don't end up teaching them, it's fine. Who's this? Quaid. I'll figure it out, Quaid. I'll figure it out. Give me a second. I'm trying to enjoy myself. You know what? I'm gonna pause it for a while. I'm gonna find out how to make you a mod. Let me switch it to intermission. I'm gonna figure this out. How do you do this? My internet's gonna be really slow, especially since I'm streaming. Crap. Damn. Let me figure out how to do this. I've only made people mods on my Twitch. I've never made someone a mod on YouTube. How do you do this? Okay, I'm on here. Add moderator. There we go. There we go. Hey there. There we go. I don't know why I've never done that before. Now you're a mod, Quaid. I gave you power. I've given you ultimate power, Quaid. Hope you freaking appreciate that, because I know many people are gonna fight to be a mod now. But I made you a mod on my Twitch, so I trust you. I was about to start playing without going back. Transmission. Okay. There we go. Yeah. The second time I played Jig 2, I'm thinking about it. I think it was at some event, like it was like a thing for freshmen, because it was this year. This year, in saying that it was 2019 to 2020, it was this school year. This was the first school year that the freshmen had their own building at my school. It was a freshman center, and they I guess they're doing some like conference or something. I don't know what it was, but the drumline where it came into play in like near the entrance while people walked in, which in turn, like when you're looking at it, like thinking about it now, it made no sense, because those things are loud, and we had very few cadences like to begin with. And I remember one time someone asked us to play like our fight song, and we're like, we're not the only ones who play it, because Drumline was brought in to do like the freshman center opening, and they just like some dude was like, come on, play the fight song, and it was like, it's just Drumline. We like, it makes no sense. Look at that. It made no sense. So that's the kind of stuff we had to deal with, but it was okay. Um, what you call it? Um, we were kind of getting sick, and I think like some of us were a little bit getting tired of playing the same cadences over and over again. Um, and then that's when Ian asked me, "Hey, we should probably pull out Jig 2. This is the perfect time." And I was just like, ask our director." And um, I'll never forget this. This is like after this talk, um, I was even more inspired to make more cadences for my band. He was just like, he's like, "Hey, we have these cadences that like we want to try out. Could we play them?" And he was just like, "Oh, fine." And then we went off on Jig 2. We played it like 3 times that day. My arms were sore. They were like dead by the end of the night. Um, but it was fun. And then like he pulled me and Ian to the side after after the performance while putting our instruments away in the band room. And he just like tells us like, "Hey, if you guys want to make new stuff, like more cadences and stuff, go for it. Like you don't have to ask me permission. Just go with it." And me and Ian just like looked at each other, and instantly we're just like, we have to get on this. And so yeah, we made a deal that he would help me teach the drum line how to play the two cadences I wrote, and I would like help teach Jig 2. Um, but we never got around to it because of COVID. So I mean, I'm down to come back. Have texted Mr. Roush before, like emailed, uh, our drumline instructor about coming back and doing it. But I don't know. Yeah, he never emailed me back after I asked him about a schedule. So I think he's kind of fed up with me, or he just never saw the email, which is okay. But it's called. But I'm down to come back to because I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask me to come back anyway to probably help them out with some stuff. But I'm down for that. Me and Ian already talked about it before, that we'd both be like down to come back and help teach. I'm actually in the works of trying to buy my own quads, my own personal one, not a school brand. Um, and I can't wait for that because you know my parents already are gonna like fully pay for my huge double bass that I had from orchestra because it was a rental, so it technically was mine, not the school's. But my parents, like as soon as school ended, they're like, "Hey, like we have an option to buying it, and I know you've been doing this for a while, so you want us to buy it? We're okay with buying it." And like it took me a lot of thinking, and finally, as soon as school was coming to a close, I just was like, "Yeah, I want my bass. I can't let that go." So yeah, I have that's downstairs, but I'm trying to get my own quads. If I ever get famous, I like okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. It's a common thing to imagine yourself being famous, but I have never ever like fully tried to like imagine myself so much being famous to the point where like yeah, you're like, "Oh, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this." I know some people like that, but I refuse to be that way. Um, but what's it called? We if I ever did get famous and actually got like so much money, I would spend it right away on charities. I would donate to my all the schools I went to, especially the marching band, because I remember okay, so athletes and musicians, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Stick together, because that was a mistake that we had in Morton my freshman year. Um, because there was a lot of back and forth in my school, and most districts they tried to defund fine arts first because it's seen as less important, and a lot of people will differ because it expresses creativity. Um, but in my school, during the time of budget cuts and to help build the freshman center, um, they were cutting. There are, our marching band was pretty much self funded. Our band director funded everything himself, along with help with parents. We made our own. They made their own association and everything. Um, and you know, but this was the time when sports was starting to get cut as well, and they were starting to blame us for it, and it was a lot of back and forth, and a lot of sports people attacked, like verbally would attack, like musicians. Um, don't do that because it took like 3 years for sports like people to realize, hey, like hold up, they don't get funded at all. Like damn. And I remember I had this conversation with someone in my civics class, um, this past year, and we had this conversation, and like their whole like opinion was just like, man, like your band kids got screwed over, man. Like you theater kids got screwed over, and, because they know, and there's all these topics of like defunding, and we're all on the same page, which was something happy to think about. But in the beginning, we're like more divided. Um, so I'm telling you guys this: stick together because, you know, in the long run, supporting each other is gonna have a better outcome. Man, I'm giving out so much advice today. I don't know why. I just feel like, especially nowadays, people just need to like have talks because I remember I've talked about life, how it shifts after high school, because high school is not your entire life. High school is a portion of your life. It's a portion of your life that helps define who you are. For sure, it's a huge part of your life, but it does not define your future. High school defines how you like how you perceive things, I should say. It's hard to word it because I know some people that just completely like despise the idea of never getting a girlfriend in high school. And it's understandable, but just because you never get a girlfriend in high school doesn't mean that you'll be alone forever. Because high school is not the end of your life. When you graduate, your life doesn't just end before your eyes. Like your life continues, and in many ways it starts. That's when it like fully starts. And I've especially learned this right now, what I'm doing right now. This is like a starting point of like my life, of how I want to interact with people. Way better than I used to. Man, I'm starting to have flashbacks. It's okay though. for those just joining us, if like there's anyone new coming in, make sure to hit that like button and share the stream, and share with your friends and subscribe and like. We're on the road to 100 subscribers to get to 100 subscribers before the end of June. Um, it would mean a lot to me, especially since this is my birth month. Um, yeah, make sure to subscribe and share with everyone you know, and stay tuned because we are streaming every Friday and we are releasing videos every Wednesday. So this is gonna be a thing every week. So make sure to check in. There are gonna be flexible things um, sometimes family stuff. You guys know sometimes I have to be flexible. But when it comes to that, I will always make sure there is some form of content that week. Sometimes I might have to take out a Friday stream or a Wednesday upload, or sometimes I'll just upload later that week, like on a Thursday or Friday. So sometimes like I highly doubt that I would ever upload a video on a Friday anymore, especially since I'm doing this now. But most likely I'll if I'm late on an upload, I'll just upload the video that Thursday. And if I have to, I might have to take out that week's Friday stream. But we'll see. I will do my best to try to keep consistent though. That's for sure. Alpaca. Ooh, so fluffy. You're welcome. Does my webcam cut out? My phone? Earlier it kept cutting out for some reason. I don't know if my Wi-Fi dipped or something. But no. That's why I've been wanting to freaking put the final pieces of wood all over my house. I want to make a proper house. I just scared the living shit out of me. Literally, I was just focusing on the game and my pencil just moved. It just slid off or something. And from my perspective, it looked like a demon was like a ghost, like a poltergeist was moving my freaking desk. It's like that thing where you see another car moving, but you think that your car is moving because you're not focusing. So in the corner of your eye, it just looks like you're moving. It was that sort of thing. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Man. I'm sorry if my energy dips every now and then, because I did pull an all-nighter, unwillingly. My allergies were acting up really badly last night, to say the least. When my allergies act up, they act up like they don't they become a hazard. And it's especially around this time that they start acting up way more than usual. Just going outside for long periods of time makes my nose itch so much, and it makes 10 seconds later I'll be sneezing up a storm. Which especially now, that's not a good thing. Should I shave some of these down? I don't know. Cut down one more tree. I'll do a small one. But I should grab some dirt. Yeah, all night I just started working on making music for my band. I made guitar tabs. Oh yeah, I'm in a band, guys. I'm in so many bands at this point. I remember I was in a Strokes cover band. It only lasted for like 2 shows. I was thinking to my head. Um, Afterwards, we just never really did anything, and just kind of just never went anywhere. I mean, the whole point was to be a one time thing, but after the first show, we kind of did want to continue, but I guess like the fact that we were already in so many other bands, especially with like at the time there's so much going on with like the different bands that it got hectic real fast. Um, Honestly, I'd still want to bring back the Some Days. That was our name. It was a Strokes cover band. Thank you, Mason. I love you. I'd still want to be in the Strokes cover band. That I had to learn the whole like first album. Of course, I had to learn Someday. Where was that? That big hole I found. Where's the hole? I want to find the hole. What is the hole? Or oh, is this it? Is this it? No, it's not over here. Wait, is this? I think this is another tunnel towards it. Exploring we must. Never mind. That was a huge disappointment. I thought I was gonna like, oh, there's the hole. That's not the same one, but it's a hole. I'll leave a couple markers here. I'm gonna leave those there just so I know where it's at next time. Honestly, I I want Apex for crossplay, but I want the freaking stats to, if they enabled like the ability to transfer your stats from console to console for Apex, I would like play the PC version a lot more. But has like the possibility of that is very low. Yep. Ugh. I think I'm gonna pause real quick. Hold on. I'm going to pause, and I need to go grab something real quick, guys. Uh. So I will be back. The be back screen should be up now. Fuck. There we go. I'll be back. Alrighty, I have returned with drink. How's the music, guys? Is it fine? Should I lower it or raise it? You tell me. Welcome. G Fuel hasn't sponsored me yet, so I have other energy drink. Blech. Welcome. I'm just taking a minute to chill out here, guys. I'm gonna raise the volume for my lo-fi music. At least for me. I'm gonna raise the volume for you guys too. Oh yeah, I ordered I ordered a PS2 connector because I don't know, I have an urge to play video games from the PS2. So I bought an adapter so I can connect it to my Elgato. So soon I'll probably be playing PlayStation 2 games on stream, which would be freaking awesome. Still can't connect my PlayStation 4 or Xbox though. Well, I can connect it to the Elgato, but I can't connect the output to my TV that's right here. I don't know what's up with that. So oh yeah, my friend here, the Illuminati. Oh yeah, for those keeping up, like for those who actually care, any bit. That's kind of mean. But I am working on a G Fuel video, part 2. I don't know. I haven't filmed anything yet. I am writing stuff down for it because my problem was that I just made shit up on the fly, and sometimes I didn't even research some of the shit I put, like the one about the owner of G Fuel following me on Instagram. That one wasn't true. It was just a person that endorsed G Fuel. I think he was close with G Fuel. But he followed me, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just say he's the owner of G Fuel. I am gonna clear that up in the part 2 video, but yeah, I'm just gonna do my best to improve upon the last video, because I feel like even though the that video did get my stream some attention, it wasn't the best video I could have made. If I actually wrote some of the jokes down beforehand, I could have made it way better. But for skits, I am gonna try to write jokes down. But of course, for like video game funny moment stuff, I am gonna, that stuff is on the fly. Obviously, you can't fake any of that stuff. Quick swig of my drink. I should probably duct tape the name. You guys probably already saw it though. Yeah. Oh, it's that part of the stream where my ass hurts. I wish I had a standing desk, but I don't. I'm just letting my back chill out. So How you guys doing? I I listen to the music. I'm gonna start streaming the game again. I ended up stopped using the stream deck right now because it's let's just say it has a I don't know why Streamlabs products are really unstable. I noticed that when working with it. A lot of stuff is very unstable. By unstable, I mean it's like very buggy. Easy to have a shit ton of guitar chords. I should probably clean that up after stream. See, every time I look, everywhere I look in this room, there's like a shit ton of things here. I see my horse head, like my horse mask to my left when I took that Instagram video. That picture. My hat collection is like I have so many hats in this room. I feel like at this point it's become a fire hazard. And just the fact there's so many, it's become a fire hazard. Alright, I'm gonna switch it back to the game. So let's go. I should probably start a farm. I feel like I need something. Oh yes, I remember. Torch. I need glaze of the torch. The essence of torch. Coal on stick. Stick on dick. Today we talk about knock on wood. Could never be too safe. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Exactly what I needed. Yes. More. I need more. A while ago, I was trying to figure out how do you like actually use mending, because everyone tells me that it's like it repairs itself, and I saw it still breaking. I was like, what? You guys are lying. And then they're like, you need XP for it. And I was like, oh, that explains a lot. Thanks Windows for interrupting my stream to tell me that I don't have any viruses on my computer. even though I never asked. That moment when you get mad at your computer for detecting viruses. Would you call me a fucking scab? Ugh. Okay, so that's dead end. So this is mostly just a bunch of coal. This is not bad. It's more XP and more coal for me. That should be my new slogan. More XP and more coal for me. More. Yes. Oh yes. I don't want to get too much coal because yeah, I only had so much space. Let's go. This is dead end. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Is there anything though? Anything at all? No. Fuck off. Okay, I think I was just gonna start going back to my normal schedule of going back up. Well, not going back up. Mining at my custom made mine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I am broken. Yes. I've become God. I've become death. Destroyer of worlds. No! Ooh, I can use these. Mine. Can't really use them for much. But I'll find some use for them. There's many cows in this area. Sir, finishing this Big Mac. Ding, ding, ding. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. You know what, actually? We're actually gonna start making a little fence. Build a structure out of sticks and wood. I'm actually gonna make a fence. Check something. Make up your mind, Silas. Love you too. Oh. Ow. My freaking headset got tangled up in my hair. Yes, more. I might need more, but I don't know yet. Need a lot of these. Oh god, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep first. I don't want to prematurely die. That's okay, Silas. I wasn't listening either. Oh god. There we go. That weird moment when you don't hear yourself talk. I'm gonna check it a little back. I want enough room to make like a farm. I need more wood. Five, 6, 7, 8. Bunch of this. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I did get it right. Ooh, what's with me? this for decoration. Do this. I'm making civilization now. Bad. Ow. This headset gets really uncomfortable after a while. Oh yeah, my phone's going in and out of service. It's perfect. Is it dead? No, it can't be dead. Oh. How's the low power? I think the battery might be busted. That sucks. Oh, and I have to. Something went wrong, as it always does. There we go. Man, I think my Wi-Fi literally just dipped again. Oh, I couldn't. Oh. And now I have a guard. I know that took a huge chunk of my iron, but I don't care. Hello. I got an achievement. Yay. All right. What time is it? All right. So, my back is starting to hurt. Okay, so I think that should be it for this week's Friday stream night. It was good first stream. I'm looking forward to more. Um, you know, I am gonna start going back to Twitch on weekends, so like Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you go on my Twitch and follow me there as well. And remember, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Share the hell out of this channel, and make sure to like and turn on notifications for whenever I upload or start streaming again. Remember, uploading every Wednesday and streaming every Friday. So stay tuned. See ya. Go to 100.